Okay, today is November 25th, 2015, and we're watching the water vapor loop for the Northeast Pacific. And we're keeping a close eye on Hurricane Sandra, which has intensified to Category 3 status with 120 mile per hour winds. And this storm is moving, I believe it is, to the northwest at about 8 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the National Hurricane Center map and see what is happening here. So, yes, it is moving northwest at 8 miles per hour with a core pressure of 959 millibar and winds of 120 miles per hour. So this is a pretty good storm. That's a major hurricane, and it is forecast to track north from now on uh, and then move towards the Baja Peninsula by Saturday and maybe pass right by Cabo San Lucas. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the big map. We see that there's high pressure all through this area right here, and that will keep this hurricane, the moisture from this hurricane, from getting mixed up in this flow out here, which some of that could wind up going around up here. So they want to keep this thing separated, and it looks like most of the moisture from this entire system is going to move out to the east. And we have a very strong channel of air right through here. We've got that hurricane at low pressure counterclockwise, and then we have another low pressure right here. But what's happening? This all looks like a gear. This actually looks like high pressure here. Everything is moving out to the northeast, and we have a low right here, which is winding stuff around back out to the east as well. So it looks like we have a lot of wind here, and we have, of course, low pressure right next to this high pressure out here, this very dry area. So that's going to create wind. All right, now this HAARP generated high pressure is going to block this moisture field from this storm right here. So this is serving two functions: to put the brakes on this storm and throttle it back, and also to block this moisture field, which we're seeing. Some of it is going around, to the south, and the rest of it is moving up clockwise around the this parked high pressure. And we have a new storm up here, which I believe is about 961 millibar, and that is right on the heels of this moisture field from this storm. And Alaska is getting walloped by this moisture field right here. We can take a look at that here in a second. Let's go look at the infrared loop, and we can see the intensity of that moisture field right there going right through Alaska. That's a lot of red. And then right on the tail of that is this storm. So Alaska's getting hit pretty good with a lot of rain. If anybody's got a rain gauge up in Alaska, let us know. Put a rain gauge or a bucket or something out in the yard and let us know what kind of weather, what kind of rainfall you're getting. That would be very interesting to know. Meantime, this hurricane is being blasted with microwave. We can see a blast pattern all the way around the periphery of that storm, and we can see shock waves and everything else. We'll take a look at that here as well. Let's look at Alaska first up close, and we can get an idea of the size of that moisture field. It covers over half of the state, and as that moves through, then we have this new system right here, and we'll take a look at that right now on the surface analysis map. Let's take a look at that. We have this low pressure. This is identified as a hurricane force storm with 966 millibar core pressure, and this low is forecast to move to the east, and it will run into high pressure, as we're seeing here with these ridges, this high pressure ridge right here, and that's going to block that storm from getting involved with this low pressure right here, which is moving up and over that high that is parked right off of California and Washington and Oregon. So we've got a very long area of high pressure through here, and that will stop the inbound movement of this gale. This is actually now a gale. This was a storm a couple of days ago. All right, let's take a look at Hurricane Sandra up close. And And this is where we can really see the evidence of a blast pattern. They're hitting this storm with microwave in the core to weaken it somewhat. The storm is generating 120 mile per hour winds. If they were not hitting this storm, it would be just like Hurricane Patricia with very, very strong winds, probably Category 5 or greater. But it is being hit, and we can see that icicle pattern all the way around. We see the blast waves moving out from the core. We can see this real well in the infrared mode. Let's take a look at that right now. You see a couple of really strong blast waves down here. Water vapor shooting out right here. And there's a couple of them right out here and up here, all the way around there. We'll come back to this. Let's go to the visible light mode, and we can see right down here there's a feature, very strong couple of shock waves that are being blown out of the bottom of the storm right down here, right there. Semicircular blast wave. All right, let's go back to the infrared loop. We can see how disorganized the core of this system really is. There was an eyewall right here earlier today. In fact, one of the frames you can actually see a white dot, and that is the eyewall. But this is very disorganized, and that's because they've been hitting it all day long with microwave. I've been watching this all day. I couldn't do a video, but that's what's happening here, and that's why we're getting these blast waves, this icicle pattern. Those are pressure waves, and that's all water vapor shooting out from the core. They superheat the cores with microwave, coherent microwave, and that heats the cores very quickly. They can use this technology to target thunderstorms as well as hurricanes. And that's what we're seeing here. These waters down here are right around 86 degrees. And then right above this point here, water begins to cool just a bit, but certainly enough to keep this thing at a major hurricane status. All right, let's go back to the water vapor loop. And we can really see those shock waves right out here. Down here. Okay. All right, so we will do an update again tomorrow, hopefully, Thanksgiving Day. I want to wish everybody that watches these videos a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll try to get a video out tomorrow, an update on this hurricane, even if it's only a couple of minutes. All right, that's it.